Hi, welcome to the Biohackers World Conference in Los Angeles. I'm sitting down with Philipp, who is the CEO of Leela Quantum Tech. And I'm so excited to chat with you because I am a sex scholar. I own a company called Pleasure Science. And one thing I have actually deeply been researching for my next book is the history of pleasure, the shamanistic practices, the energetic practices behind sexuality. And one of the most beautiful things I found with your company is you really integrate all of this ancient shamanic teachings. And one thing that I think is so fascinating is how people like us with these scientific backgrounds discover how ancient spirituality is actually one of the most incredible ways we can biohack, we can improve our life. And so one thing I'd love to know is, at what point did you start to realize like integrating ancient spirituality, shamanic practices was very important for the work that you wanted to do?
Well, we with Leela Quantum Tech don't work with shamanic practices. We just work with the energy that is the foundation of everything. That is what we work with. And every shaman also works with that. Now we can call it quantum energy, you call it something different. We call it quantum energy. That's the energy we work with. And that is the only energy you can actually use and leverage in order to influence your biofield positively. But then it also has positive impacts on the physical, blood circulation, etc.
Yeah.
And so it would probably also help with pleasure because it's all about connection. But at first it's about the connection with ourselves, and then I can also connect with others more deeply. But that's the energy we work with. It's nothing artificial.
Yeah, absolutely. And so for anyone who doesn't know, would you like to share a little bit about what you do with Leela Quantum Tech? And again, just how powerful this energy is, whatever we want to call it. Because I agree, especially even from my background as a sex scholar, so much is not tangible, but it's real, right?
Correct. Yeah, at core, we're energy and frequency to begin with. And we have a quantum field in each of our cells. That's how the cells communicate. And with that very same energy, we're able to work. So the breakthrough really was that we figured out how we can imprint pure quantum energy into any object and make it available so any physiological organism could tap into that and leverage it. And that's pretty much what we're doing with our technology. And then the results are quite amazing because when the biofield suddenly stabilizes and gets strengthened, you can see it in the physical. As I said, you see amazing things. You can see jumps in ATP production, acceleration in wound healing. You see the blood optimized literally on all levels. You see just some amazing changes across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. And so at what point did you discover or connect to like understanding energy in this way?
I started in the early 2000s, so it's been over 22 years now for me on that journey, way over 22 years. And the whole vision for the quantum technology we're having today, I think started around 6 years ago. Yeah.
That's exciting. Was there like a piece with your energy that, because I know for me, like I became a sex scholar because I wanted to heal my sex life. Did you, for your energy, was there a moment where you were just like, I need something to change, and then you stumble upon this work and now have this incredible company that you're using to help others?
That was in the early 2000s already, when I had a moment where I realized I had cut myself off my own emotions and feelings, and I had to reconnect with myself and really find myself again. That was the words that I used at the time. That's how I got into meditation, into yoga, into studying various energy healing techniques and all of that. So that was the start of that journey.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. And then at what point did you realize, because I noticed one of your products that I was really fascinated by is the box that you can use to charge anything. And of course, me being me, I'm like, I'll charge my vibrator in it. But what was, like, how did that come to be? Because that's so fascinating.
Yeah, so the block is the core of that technology, basically. It's the extension of the technology because it's like a quantum energy generator, and anything you put in there gets infused with pure quantum energy, and it increases the vibration, and it also neutralizes energetic stressors. So a vibrator obviously emits EMFs, right? And it has battery issues and for you, and so if you charge it, suddenly you have a product that you can leverage the benefits, but without the negative sides of it.
I love that.
Yeah, and you could, I mean, in theory, also imprint a specific additional frequency, right? So, I mean, there's a bunch of different frequencies that come to mind that you could develop for such a use case. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what I love about it is your products can be really used all over and for anything. And I think one of the mistakes so many people in wellness make is while their product may do one thing, it doesn't hit every element of our wellness.
Yep.
And that's what I think is really cool about what you're doing, and also leading with that technology of energy, because so many people can roll their eyes at it because it's not tangible. What are some things you've noticed since this shift? I mean, for you, it's been over 22 years, but what have you really noticed that this shift has done for yourself and for others?
Well, you can suddenly see reality for what it is, and you can really tap and connect with yourself, and then with that also with others. I think that's the most important part, and you look at healing suddenly in a really holistic way, because it is not just physical at all.
And I think that's one of the keys to healing in the modern age, is we're now realizing how so much of our medicine, even though I'm grateful it exists, has all of these side effects, or is often not thought of from a human perspective. And so it sounds like something that's so refreshing and great is like at the very core is the human perspective, and how we can really serve without being trapped into, you take this pill which has that side effect, so then you take this pill for that side, and
Exactly.
then that whole thing. Would you say that the technology that you're making is also something where it's sort of like, if people have that, they may not need to be investing in all these other things? It's like you can have these tools, these technologies, and that can just, one, last for a long time, but make it so you don't have to have a pill for this, a juice for that, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, in general, we say, whatever really works for you that you already do, whether that is certain supplementation or exercises, keep doing that, and then use our tech to further amplify all the positive results, because there's no harm. Actually, there's just added benefit, and there's always added benefit, because no other physical tool or supplement can do what this does. But for certain things, yes, you can start maybe reducing the amount of certain vitamin intake up to even eliminating it. Not everyone can do that, but it's frequency medicine. With our tech, for example, we have these capsules, and there's certain vitamins and minerals in frequency form in there. And if you use that, then of course you can also significantly reduce actually the vitamin intake. Yeah.
I'm excited to actually try that. I saw that, and I'm going home with one of them, so I can't wait to use it. And it's pretty,
Yes.
Which we also love. Well, thank you so much, Philipp, for your time today. This has been so interesting and enlightening. And as a scientist myself, we need to really think about energy. We can no longer shove this away as woo-woo. There are so many scientific benefits that we're now finding. And so I love the work that you're doing. And thank you for sitting down with me today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, and if you have not yet been to Biohackers World, guess what? We're coming to Chicago in July and Miami in November. You absolutely want to be there. These events are unlike anything else, and I've never even seen a longevity and health optimization conference in Chicago. So I'm so excited to see all of you in Chicago at Biohackers World.